Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Black Series Paz Vizsla. Now, I'm pretty sure I haven't done any Star Wars videos, and actually I know that because I only have one Black Series figure, and that's Boba Fett. I know I didn't do a review on him because I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but a big Star Wars collector. I'm a big Star Wars fan from early years when I was younger. But to be honest, $36 for a deluxe figure that really doesn't have a bunch. I believe he was $36 to begin with the deluxe. Not worth it. But $11 clearance at Target. Oh, well worth it. Hell, just for the gun there. But we're gonna open them up and take a look at them. I really like the Boba Fett. I know we have hundreds of Boba Fetts, and again, I only have one. You know, listen, 1995, I had a Boba Fett license plate that I had for almost 10 years. To the point where some guy actually walked up to me and said, "Hey, I tried getting that because I didn't understand who would have it." And this was before Star Wars had blown up. So anyway, no more looking at me. Again, if you like the channel, follow, hit the bell, do all that stuff. It helps the channel, helps grow, helps me know that everyone is actually interested in what I'm doing here. So anyway, no more looking at me. Take a look at this nice looking figure. Pop them open, look at that side. I guess the artwork does look really nice. So it's packaged nicely, but again, I believe it was $36 to begin with. That, not worth it. $11, well worth it. So let's take a look at it. All right, here he is outside of his plastic prison. Haven't even bent him yet. So what you're gonna see is my first reaction, and I gotta say, first reaction, it kind of looks clunky. Reminds me a lot of Iron Man Mark 1. So let's see here. He's got like this, you know, the ab swivel type. Very clunky, very big, but that's how Paz Vizsla is supposed to be. Let's see. So he's got 90-degree elbow here. Nope. Well, pinless joints, but doesn't have double articulation or double jointed elbows. I'm assuming that's because of how big he is. His arms go up. All right, so that's not bad. Got this T-pose. This is kind of some soft plastic here, so that's not bad. I had a feeling this wasn't going to move up, but I do like how they did that. They attached it over here to the bicep, so this just kind of moves, so that's not bad. Head moves up and down. You can look up and down a little, not too much. Goes back and forth. No pinless joints here, but they are double jointed, so that's kind of interesting. I wonder how far you can actually get it to bend. Well, that's not bad at all for how big he is. As far as they couldn't figure out something with the elbow, but it's like they didn't even try, but no big deal. Then you have the ankles that move up and down, back and forth, so I think you may be able to get him some decent poses, but he is just a big, bulky figure. I believe, if I remember correctly, this is some sort of flamethrower. I don't fully remember the Mandalorian. I mean, all these things start to run together. So on the back, he's got his big gun slash jetpack. And unfortunately, this kind of is disappointing. I'm assuming maybe because how big it is. It's like a rectangle rather than a peg, so can't really use it for G.I. Joe or anything. It is a cool looking weapon, that's for sure. It's just kind of soft. I guess it's in place well enough. Not really bent, so there's a little bit of bend to it. Not awful, not like early G.I. Joe stuff or some of the Fortnite stuff, different things like that I've opened up and it's just been soft plastic. So let's pop this on him. this here, I'm guessing goes, all right, there you go. So this plugs in, supposed to plug in for his flamethrower effects. That definitely makes me know. Okay, so I guess you can get that. It plugs in. That's not bad. Of course, if you move it out like this, it definitely knocked it off. So you really got to watch where you're moving this, or it's just going to knock the backpack right off. You can always turn it up like this. That's not bad. Plug it back on. So there's a peg system here. So if you don't want him carrying his, it's not really a Gatling gun, but that's supposedly what it's supposed to be like. I would say his rifle, his machine gun of some sort. Just pegs on right on the side here. Yes, I know I said peg. So that's not bad. I think that looks pretty cool, but let's say, if you got a type of minigun like that, you definitely want your figure carrying it. So let's see how well he can hold on to this. So, pop it on. Let's see here. So he has a trigger finger. Not really sure if there's a reason you need a trigger finger for this. And then I'm a little confused on how we're going to get this. How we're going to get this to hold it. I don't know. Now your guess is as good as mine right now here. I know this is amazing. Oh, okay, look at that. Okay, so it twists out. I should have looked. See, that's what happens when you do things in real time. All right, so there you go. He's gonna hold it like that. Gonna reach down. I'll tell you what, this would look absolutely awesome on a Cobra Trooper. Just you'd have to adjust the peg system. And not really that big of a deal if you wanted to. You could cut something off, cut the peg off, use some sticky tack. So look at that. You're in a pretty good position there. That's not that bad. I'm not gonna complain about it. You can see how the gun is definitely slightly bent down. That does irritate me. So when you look at it like that, it definitely irritates me, but it doesn't look awful. What you can actually do is drop it in some hot water for a short bit, straighten it out, hold it, or put something across it, put it in the refrigerator, just kind of let it cool down, and that normally fixes and takes some of the bend out of it. But this isn't bent all that much, so it's not that bad. You're only gonna get him in so many positions. He still bends better than a Super 7 figure. And at $37, he's actually $36.99. I looked him up. You're approaching Super 7 prices, but we're not there yet. But he has better articulation. Probably looks better. So we'll take a quick look at him here. Pop this off, and so quickly looking at him, you can clearly see the battle damage. So that's how it's supposed to look. You can see the dent on his helmet there, but only part of it is actually like kind of scratched off. I really do like the paint, to be honest. Looks really, really good on this, especially where the scratches are supposed to be. It looks like he has gotten hit. You look at the back; it's got dents in the in the armor. I mean, this guy could really fit in as some sort of like G.I. Joe, some sort of Cobra Trooper, if, this is a huge if their look just wasn't so iconic to be Mandalorian. But when you start looking at it, he really has a lot of, his armor is really beat up. And I really do like the way that it looks. So when you start getting close, you can see they didn't make it so every single dent was scratched off, which I like, because you look at dents in your car, they're not all scratched off, but then some are. So from here, I mean, I think they did a really good job. It would have been better to have pinless here, but I don't really get that upset over pinless joints. I'm more upset if I don't have double joints. And then he has his little, he must have a real nice behind that he's trying to hide it so much. But nice detail underneath it. If you really wanted to pull off the belt, which I guess if you heated him up, you could probably pop it off. So, but like, he's even got like damage here. I really do like the way that looks. I think that's actually really cool. I mean, this is an Iron Grenadier if you've, if you've, you know, ever just said, hey, you know what? I could definitely see me using this guy with maybe Destro's troops. Then you look at his backpack, and his backpack is also beat up pretty well. I can definitely see myself getting some, getting another set of flight stands from Hasbro Pulse. I did a video on those. They work really nice, to be honest. Would have been nice for $36. I didn't spend $36, so I'm not going to complain, but give me some blast effects with this. Especially a figure that's supposed to be flying. His gun, they didn't really do any type of damage to it. But again, it just has that bend to it, which is annoying. I would assume this has something to do with when it's blasting, but no holes for blast effects. That's too bad. There's a hole here for blast effects. So that's nice. And you also do have holes here. So not too shabby. So all right, let's wrap it up, and you know, we'll go from right now. All right, so there you have it. That's my quick review of this Paz Vizsla. Again, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan when it comes to action figures. I watch all the shows. I did like the Mandalorian. You know, they start to run together. There's been so much Marvel stuff and so much Star Wars stuff lately that so much stuff is just kind of running together that you fully, at least for me, I start to forget some of the storylines of everything that's going on. It is a good figure for, again, for $11. For $36.99, it's not worth it. I mean, you're going to do something like that, and I understand the difference between G.I. Joe Classified and why they mostly have extra weapons is because Hasbro owns the property, so there's no royalty fees. And I know there's a lot of royalty fees when it comes to Star Wars, but you're not going to charge someone $37 for a figure. You know, give them like, you know, effects like he's flying, give him flamethrower effects. You know, make this where it has blast effects and give them some. I mean, that stuff that with as many Mandalorian style figures that you're producing, everyone should have some sort of jet effects, you know, blasting off, and you could have, you know, I don't know, 3 or 4 different pairs that you could throw in a different one for each one, but make them so they're universal, so you can put whichever one you want with whichever Mandalorian style figure. Flamethrower, that would be nice. Be really nice if I had one for my bat too. It looks like they almost have the same size peg. So all that would be super, super cool. Honestly, I would really like that type of stuff. But hey, you know, get what you get. But I'll tell you what, I've rambled on a little too much. I also saw Wrecker. He's also a deluxe figure. He was on sale for $9 at Target. He doesn't really do too much for me. Now, you want to talk about a figure that he has his helmet, and he's got a knife, and he's got a little gun that almost looks like Firefly's gun. And they're trying to sell that. So that's why a lot of these figures are sitting there finally going on clearance from Target's finally just get them off my shelves. But right now, I've been to some Targets, and man, they're blowing stuff out. I saw the Eartha Kit Batman 66 for $6. Someone said that a lot of the elite WWEs are going up for $6 right now. Again, a whole bunch of these guys, 11 bucks. So I'm seeing a lot of different clearance items. So it's wonderful. I think that's great for us if you're not a true, like, hey, I gotta have this. Like, unfortunately for me, I gotta have the G.I. Joe right when they come out. Part of it is doing these videos and doing these reviews. The other part is I just love having them right away, going and adding to my display. But look at the G.I. Joes, man. You go on Hasbro Pulse, you can get like half the line right now. They're all in stock, other than any of the Target or the Walmart exclusives, because you know I don't even believe those things exist. They're probably at the bottom of the ocean with Big Bad Toys Valiverse Series 1. So anyway, I've rambled on enough. Again, if you like the content, follow the channel, hit the like button. I appreciate it. It really does go far. Hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new videos. Again, the social medias. You have Instagram, A Punk with Toys, and you also have Twitter, A Punk with Toys. Again, I just tweet out my stuff. And as you know, anyone that follows different channels on YouTube, for some odd reason, YouTube stops letting people know sometimes. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'm rambling on. It's late. I think I might do this guy behind me. I've been sitting on him for a week, and whether I do a video or not, I gotta get him out of that plastic prison. So I'm wrapping it up. And as you know, have a wonderful night and happy toy hunting.